They put it on there for sure.
Actually, the Milford team left, and they were called by Jeff Caldwell, hey, come back to the park.
Well, there you go. We've got to 11 o'clock. Curfew's not till 11, ain't that right?
That's right. This will be an hour and 45-minute game, curfew for this game, and we have to be done by 11 o'clock tonight. So probably have time to get it in. No new inning after an hour 45. We have 4 runs per inning. On a team, the team can get 4 runs per inning. In the 6th inning, it can be unlimited runs. As we saw yesterday, Murphy Candler came back in the 6th inning and scored 17 runs, Gary, and won their game 19-0.
Yeah, I walked out to take care of some other baseball business, and then I look on the streaming website and thought you put the wrong score in.
No, that was it.
I was convinced that somebody put the wrong score in.
It built up and up and up.
Well, here we go. We got the East Marietta Niners taking the field. Oh, no, they're getting sent back in. They still got to do the Little League pledge.
I think they did that already.
Did they?
I think they've done the Little League pledge, and
they got sent back in by the umpires to say, hey, let us finish our plate meeting so we can we'll be taking baseballs. Got the both managers out there swapping off their lineups, seeing what's going on, see what's shaking. This should be a pretty good game, Randy. I think these two teams are well suited for each other.
Yeah, they had a chance to play the East Marietta Little League Park, played the Milford Little League Park throughout the season, off and on, so they all know each other. And now they've taken the best 9-year-olds from both of these parks and combined them onto their respective leagues, and should be matched up pretty nice.
Yeah, I think so. I think they both saw a little more powerful play than they're used to seeing in the Murphy Candler games they played against each other. Well, they played Murphy Candler, both of them, and give them an opportunity to see what's going on and see what some of the talent is. And now, again, like you said, they played each other throughout the season, mixed up the leagues a little bit, and had some fun. And now they're going to see what they're all about.
Well, now we're taking the field. It looks like Will Mahoney will come to the mound first for the East Marietta Niners. Ryan Chestnut will be catching. We got Ryan Cross on third base. Nick Givens on shortstop. Second base will be Nat Taylor. And Mo Duran playing first base. Out in right field, we have Matt Quinn. Center field, we have Jared Giles. And in left field, it looks like Armstrong Tong. And that will be your starting lineup for the East Marietta Niners.
Will Mahoney looks in good form. He's usually behind the plate, but he's picking up a little speed up here on the mound. We could use Milford's roster, correct? Are you announcing on that also? Okay.
Pitching first for East Marietta, Will Mahoney. Willie Mahoney.
Big Willie Mahoney. That's Milford. Okay.
Willie Mahoney is East Marietta. Here's the Milford lineup. We can kind of share this one.
Okay.
We have Dylan Rivera, Chase Ganis. Go ahead and call those out, Larry. Gary.
It's Dylan Rivera, number 15, batting first, playing second base. Pitching, I believe, is Chase Gyens, number 7, and he's batting second. Batting third, number 14, Daniel Rivera. He is the shortstop. Batting fourth is number 8, Chasen Calhoun, and he'll be behind the plate catching. We've got number 1 in the 5th position, T.J. Butler. He's at third base. Batting 6th is number 16, yesterday's pitcher, Jacob Venzer. He'll be at first base. Batting 7th, number 10, Yavrin Vandersar, left field. Batting 8th is number 18, Landon Bridges, and he's slated center field, left field. I'm not sure what that means. I guess they can move him around if they need to. Number 9, he's the utilitarian outfielder that was brought in by our production staff. Thank you very much for that, Matt. Number 9 batter is number 42, Danny Najero. He's also left fielder. And then rounding out their lineup and batting 10th is Lou Dean. He's number 24. Number 11 is number 11, Davey Hicks. And the 12th batter, Randy's number 5, Terrell White.
Well, I've been corrected by the Will Mahoney now pitching.
Hello?
I was corrected by Will's mom that it's not Willie.
Oh, it's not Willie. Okay. I thought it was Slick Willie Mahoney, but I guess not.
Leading off, Dylan Rivera.
I could have sworn Slick Willie Mahoney.
Now she's called me Wandy Wiggs. Oh, well. First ball is going to be in for a strike on the outside corner as we get set for the second pitch. Here's Will Mahoney. And it's going to bounce its way into a ball 1, Gary.
We'll see how the mound plays. It's nice and wet, but it's been cleaned up really, really nice for the amount of rain that we've got. I mean, my goodness, there had to have been about 3 inches of rain. What do you think about that, Kerry Norman? About 3 inches? Our off microphone personality, Kerry Norman here.
Dylan Rivera just hit one just foul down the first base line. And they get the ball back in pretty quick, and it's going to be a wet baseball.
Excuse me, Gary? Well, I got a little shout out to Mo Duran's cousins, Jackson and Carson, listening in on the Ustream. Hello to you guys, and I hope you're enjoying listening to the game and watching it on the internet. That's ground ball back to Will Mahoney, and Dylan Rivera was put out at first base.
Now batting, Chase Giants.
Number 7, Chase Guines up to bat. 1 out. High up and away. Ball 1. Sets, throws. Right down the pipe for strike 1 from Will Mahoney. Catchers are getting used to trying to stop these slick, wet baseballs as they're coming in. Will becomes set for the pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss by Mr. Guines. That's strike 2. So we got 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of the first. Players look set. Here we go. And a pop fly up. Pop fly to the third base side. And that was not handled. And Mr. Guines has reached first base.
Now hitting, Daniel Rivera, number 14.
I don't know if you can hear that in my microphone, but I believe you can. It's number 14, Daniel Rivera, batting third. We've got a special guest in the house today. They sure can. Swing and a miss. Throw down the second for the tag, and he is safe. At second base, Chase Guines is in on the stand-up steal. A swing and a miss by Daniel Rivera for strike 1.
We've been blessed in the press box by
That's
Sean Craven.
That's strike 2. Hey, Sean, how you doing? Strike 2, swinging by Mr. Rivera.
Sean
number 14.
just got announced to the 10-year-old All-Star team.
Yeah, congratulations, Sean. Pop fly up and out of play.
Sean could have probably caught that ball.
He probably could have scaled that fence like Spider-Man. Brings back number 14, Daniel Rivera, brings him back to the batter's box. Umpires calls time to put his mask on.
He needs one.
Tell you what, the way these kids are up here hacking, I definitely need one. They're up there to hit the ball, I'll tell you. Ooh. Almost had him. They faked out the Mr. number 7, Chase Guines, on second base. I think he thought that was a pass ball. Here we go. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Throw down. He is safe. Slid into third. 1 hopper to the third baseman, Ryan Cross. It was a good throw. Tied up a little bit, but he was in safe, right?
Yeah, he he thought he was going to slide, and he hit that mud and came to a stop. Luckily, he was already on the bag. Little pop-up. Nice try by Ryan Chestnut, the catcher, and just out of his reach.
So we're sitting at 2-2.
Uh-oh, we got a runner now. Nobody's paying attention.
Nobody's paying attention. Run has scored from third base.
Well, they're going to send him back on a foul ball, but once the ball goes back to the pitcher, I believe it's a ball in play again. It's a live ball.
Yeah, I would imagine so. When he came off the pitcher's glove, I guess I'm going to overlook that one. I don't know. Maybe that's not the way it works in Little League. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. And he missed it, and he isn't safe now at this point.
That's a play that the 10-year-old team definitely needs to work on, throwing the ball back to the pitcher in a spot to where the tag can be made, at least into his glove.
These young hands that get back there, they grab that, and they need to learn to pivot, toss as soon as they get a hold of the ball. It's 3-2. Top of the first, one out, nobody on base. Mr. Rivera still at the plate, working a full count, and he drives one to center field. Over to center fielder's head, all the way to the fence. He's in for a stand-up double.
No, he's going for
he's
three.
Going for three.
He may be a little duck now.
Oh, he's made it to third and an overthrow to the third baseman by the shortstop. And he is in for a stand-up double with an error. I would imagine that's the way it's going to be scored.
They appealed to first, and he's out, Gary. They appealed to first base, and the runner's out.
He is out, and I believe that was did not touch the bag.
He didn't touch the base, so he is out at first. Nice running for him, but on the appeal play, he is called out.
That is 2 outs now. I think the coach is speaking. The first base coach is speaking to the first base umpire. And I guess they're going to confab right now with the home plate umpire, and all three of them are going to get together. I guess third base umpire decided not to move. He's staying put.
He don't want no part of it.
He wants no part of this.
See, last time they had a little conference, he didn't overrule his call either. I mean, he didn't overturn his call, so let's see what he does here.
Looks like they're discussing deep in thought over here.
They might be discussing the protocol of what happened.
How that was brought about, how they asked for that. They're going to call Ted in. Ted Collins is a very, very veteran Little League umpire. He's umpired in the Little League World Series. You get one shot at that, and did a fantastic job up there from what I'm told. And he is the umpire-in-chief for District 2. That information brought to us by our intern, Kerry Norman.
He did call him out.
He is out. Called out. The first base coach is still kind of questioning a few things.
And now Ted is telling the coach to get back in the coach's box and pretty much be quiet.
Yeah, let's get this game going. We've had enough rain delay. I mean, this thing's probably 3 hours deep, 3.5 hours before game time. And did he go? Did he go? Yes, he did. He went. That's strike one. Strike one. 2 outs. Milford's up, 1-0. Here comes the pitch. I guess that was inside. Ball 1.
Now hitting, number 8, Jason Calhoun.
Jason Calhoun's batting, number 8. Yeah, a little roller dribble to Will Mahoney and throws him out of first base. So that's the end of the first half. The score is Milford 1, East Marietta 0, and we are getting to the bottom half of the inning. This half inning brought to you by Saporito's Pizza, 2201 Roswell Road, home of the all-you-can-eat pizza New York Pizza Buffet. Come join us.
Will Mahoney, 19. Will Mahoney's pitch count, 19.
Are we on? Okay, let's check. Carrie Norman is our intern. She's doing our running of our coffees and drinks and food.
Chase Guians.
and hopefully later on she'll be babysitting my kids. No, I'm just playing. She was nice enough to watch my son Christian yesterday. Get him in, 'cause he came down here to watch his friends play. He's 10. He's made the 10-year-old team. Congratulations to Christian Lammy on that one. And came down to watch his 9-year-old friends down here. He's played with them since they've been little. And today he's not here. He's just somewhere with another neighbor.
Does that mean that since they were little, they're all grown up now? Does that mean that they're still little and growing up, or exactly what does that mean?
Well, you know how it is. When you're 9 and they want to make sure they correct you and let you know that they're 9.5.
Oh, yeah.
How important that half is? Well, that's how that works. He's double digits now as a 10-year-old. He's a big man.
Yeah, big man on campus. Well, we're going into the bottom of the first inning. It's 1-0. Milford over the East Marietta Niners. This will be East Marietta's first at bat, but I expect these guys to come out and put the ball in play pretty quick and pretty accurately.
Pitching for Milford is number 7, Chase Gyans. Number 7.
J-Rod, your shortstop, chasing Calhoun.
J-Rod is behind the plate right now, Randy.
Yeah, he is a great catcher, and he likes to throw people out. He likes to block the plate. He's a big boy. He eats a lot of Saporito's pizza, I believe, and the kids have a hard time moving him when they're coming in.
Yeah, he would definitely be a brick wall, as we say, or slide in at home for a play.
He's kind of built like the owner of Saporito's Pizza.
It's no way to talk about my wife, Randy.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't realize. I'm sorry about that.
Don't worry about it. She's not listening.
You never know.
You never know.
Leading off for East Marietta, number 7, Austin Norman.
All right, Ian. Left-handed batter, Austin Norman. Veteran out here at East Marietta. Been in many of these fine games.
Had the pleasure of his brother calling the last game for us here on the internet. Austin's going to take first base. He took one for the team, Gary.
Got hit up in the upper hip area and ran right down. Doesn't seem to have phased him. He's ready to go. Stretching it out. He's stretching things out. He's all right.
Maybe we can hit Saporito's Pizza up for some sponsorship money, and they can announce the 10-year-old All-Stars.
Absolutely. I'm sure I'll speak to the wife about that.
At least feed the team.
2 batters hit in a row. Oh.
The batter was Will Mahoney.
I know. I guess not. I guess he didn't get hit. Well, the pitcher was behind him. It is ball 1. Oh, no, excuse me, strike 1. Hit off the back of his bat behind him. He got strike 1 on him. And he went up swinging. He's 2-0 right now. Fouled off the first base side. Number 5, Will Mahoney. And the East Marietta's fine ball players. Pitch. Here comes the pitch from Chase. Up high. Catcher dropped the ball. Austin Norman steals to second base standing. I don't think that hit affected his running there, Randy. What about you?
No, I don't think so. I think he, instead of walked it off, he just wanted to run it off a little bit, so he's going to be just fine.
Again, another swing by Mr. Mahoney, and he has fouled it off again to the back, up into the score box.
Coming up next on deck, we have Nick Givens. Nick's another power hitter for the 9-year-old team, so if Will can get on base, that would be a good thing for the East Marietta Niners.
Ground ball. Threw it in the dirt. Threw it in the dirt. Collected up by J-Rod nicely.
Well, if you throw it in the dirt, that would make it a ground ball, right?
I guess it would be a grounded ball. We'll get a clarification on that. We'll get Kerry Norman to look that up in the dictionary. Oh, Will swinging and missing and swung late.
Real late on that one. Not sure what.
I think he made a decision to swing when he realized it was probably going to be a strike on the outside corner. And that was a little too late.
Catcher's helmet's falling apart.
Back of his helmet's coming off.
Maybe his head grew. Now hitting for East Marietta Niners, number 17, Nick Givens. He's the shortstop today. Nick is a pretty good little power hitter. Now hitting, number 17, Nick Givens.
He's switching bats. He had brought out a wooden bat, I believe. He likes to swing that wood bat. Now he's coming out with the aluminum. Yes, he can use a wooden bat in this league. There's no rule against it. You'll find that most hitters at this age level like the aluminum bat. They get a little more pop off it, and then they can get the ball out there to the outfield a little quicker, a little harder. Let's see if Nick can get this. This coach needs to take that helmet off that young man and get it snapped on instead of trying to shove it in the back of his head.
Maybe he's trying to braid it.
Here we go. Nick's clearing the batter's box. He comes set and ready. Here comes the pitch. High, up inside, off to the umpire's chest protector rather, and now we've got Austin standing in at third with a stand-up steal to third base, pass ball, wild pitch, however you want to call it. Nicholas Givens getting set again. We got one ball. And he puts it up in the air. It's a high pop fly, and that leaves Austin Norman stuck at third. Just didn't get out of the infield.
That was a nice catch by Dylan Rivera playing second base for the Milford Royal Blue team.
Yeah, he called off the shortstop who was running over, and who was his brother, actually, his twin brother, I would imagine, and called him off. Made the catch. We have 2 outs now, bottom of the first. And ball in the dirt. It's for ball 1. Ryan Cross is batting now, right? Fouled one off. We got ball 1, strike 1.
Now batting, number 11, Ryan Cross.
Ryan's dad coached the team this year that he was on at Little League play. Ian.
He's part of our grounds crew out here that got this field
Sure was.
squared away 3 times in a row from the rain delays today. This field, you would never know it, 45 minutes ago was underwater for the 3rd time. The second time they got it cleared up and restriped, and it started pouring rain again. So they've done a great job today on the 3rd time with this field.
They got a pass ball, wild pitch to the fence. No attempt by Austin Norman at third to try to come in, and we've got 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
East Marietta would like to do something here to get this runner in on Austin Norman. They don't like getting behind. They seem to lower their heads when they get behind, and things seem to
drive up
work
to
out.
third. He's down there going down, and he made it. And he made the turn. He's running to second base on the overthrow to the first baseman, and he is in for a double. Well, a single with an error to second. And Austin Norman comes in, slides in, and the score is now 1-1.
That's very good for East Marietta as they want to stay in this game, and they have a tendency to get their heads down when they get behind, so that's good for them. Now hitting, Ryan Chestnut, number 31.
Ryan's father is the head coach of this Niners team. John Chestnut's been a coach out there at East Marietta for quite a while. He throws one up. He swings up hard. Third baseman goes for it in the foul territory and is unable to make the play. Foul ball. Big, long strike, as I like to call it. Ryan Chestnut trotting back into the batter's box. You hear that? Way up high. Ryan Cross is getting up. He dropped the ball. They threw down to third. The third baseman dropped it, but Ryan was already heading back to second. Nice. Randy's wired this place for sound, I'll tell you what. Pass ball. Ryan Cross is going to go ahead and make that run down the third. Standing up, we've got now 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, bottom of the first, tied up, 1-1. Man on third. The pitch getting ready to be served. Ryan came up to swing. I'll tell you what, they're really moving this kid's Chase's pitch count up. What's that pitch count rule, Randy?
Well, he's probably over 20 right now, which means he won't be able to pitch tomorrow. Well, he can pitch tomorrow, but once he gets over 20, he can't pitch tomorrow. So he needs to come out before 35 pitches. He'll get 1 day rest. He needs to And he may not be the Milford prominent pitcher. He might just be getting them to the out of pool play.
Well, that's Jacob Venzer was their pitcher yesterday. He was the one that was just throwing the whole game. He threw the whole game, I believe. And we got ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 1-1 tie in the bottom of the first. Man on third. Here comes the pitch. Whoa, struck him out high and outside. Caught him looking. He seemed a little high for my taste, but the umpire's right behind the plate, and I am not. 22 pitches.
Gary,
right
his
now.
total pitch count was 22 pitches. 22 pitches on Chase Guians. 22 pitches. So he did go over 20, but he got to face the batter. So that's really going to be 20 pitches plus a finished batter.
Correct. And he will.
The official pitch count is 20 plus a finished batter. 20 pitches for Chase.
We got Will Mahoney back on the mound. Send our technician out with our field microphone. She's doing research on her iPhone, find out what those rules are that we keep messing up.
Well, I figured we have everything right, so she don't have anything to worry about.
We had some changes in the infield. I think second base we have Josh Musser playing second. The outfield looks the same, correct? No, we have Zach Wright in left field. Yes, Slick Willie Mahoney is pitching. Well, she's in here now. She's filling in for our other intern who's not here right now. Intern's supposed to go get his drinks and food. Yes, that was on the sign-up, Genius, and you missed that one. You didn't uncheck the box. Sorry. It is the top of the second. They're on the internet. You can watch it on the internet. I had it on here. My.
So once again, we do have Maury's cousins in, I think, Illinois watching the game today as Willie Mahoney gets set.
Leading off for Milford, number 1, T.J. Butler.
Mahoney looks in. Here comes the pitch. It's going to be right down the middle and hit the third base underneath the glove.
Under the glove. Didn't get his glove down in time. He's trying for 2.
He may not want to try that.
No. Why are we throwing over there?
He don't look like the fastest runner on the field, but he maybe could have got it with a throw.
Hey, you know what? You got to like the aggression. He
made him throw it.
And now they're throwing it around. The upside is for East Marietta Niners is that the first base coach was in a conversation with TJ.
Now batting Gary, number 16, Jacob Venzer.
Jacob Venzer coming up swinging. He's got a strike on him, fouled out of play. Hit my truck. That's awesome. It hit the Sapritos truck. All right, Sapritos. That broken back window is brought to you by Sapritos Pizza, 2201 Roswell Road. Home of the all-you-can-eat New York Pizza Buffet. I'll be sending that bill to the Venzer family.
And we'll be sending the advertising bill to the Lammy family. Should be like free food for a month by now.
Ken, you'll need to discuss that with the boss. Nice advance. They threw it over to first. For the second first. Got the runner out at second. T.J. Butler out at second.
That was a nice play by Will Mahoney. He fielded it on a fielder's choice. Instead of taking the runner at first, he went ahead and threw it to second. probably very smart play. They almost turned 2, and the Milford coach again is questioning the call. So he's going to call time and go talk to the other umpire this time, and he's probably going to tell him to go back to the coach's box and enjoy the game.
Yes, I'm sure he is. Ted is not one of those type of umpires that likes to have his crew questioned. Though, if they make an error and make a mistake, they're human. They don't see everything. Ted looking in at him, shaking his head, yes and no.
He's kind of looking at him like he's a closed Waffle House.
Yeah, how often do you see that, right?
I make myself laugh.
I'd have laughed, but I've heard it 100 times.
Yeah.
He's out. The runner is out. Runner is out. So we have 1 out. Top of the second, 1-1.
Now batting number 10, Yaron Vandazar.
I think
That's
it's
my
Yavin.
PA. Is it Yavin?
Yeah, I think it's Yavin.
All right. His mom won't let me know.
There we go. Jacob Venzer steals second on a pass ball. The umpires are making their adjustments in the field.
Make that Yavin Vandazar.
Yavin is standing in there. I don't think he's moved 1 inch. Hey, he takes a hacking cut, foul ball, down the line.
He kind of just got out of the way of that ball, and his bat
Sure
went
did.
around and said, okay, I'll do that.
He sure did.
It was a nice get out of the way hit as Will Mahoney looks on.
Comes set. We got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Will got set before
1
the
out.
umpire said play ball.
To reset.
There's another hacking cut.
Back to Will. Out at 1. Over to 3. Nice idea. Good idea. I like the aggressive play as long as they're getting the glove on the ball.
I think Will's father is watching the broadcast down at Delta Airlines today, maybe.
Still watching this online?
Oh, he's here now. So our great commentary brought him to the park. Hugh Norman, I'd like to welcome him to our listening audience today. One ball, no strikes now to the batter. Number 18,
2 outs.
Landon Bridges. What happened to Vandazar? Oh, he got 2 out, didn't he?
Pop fly. Oh, he got it.
And
Another all-star catch in the field by Jared Giles.
Jared had that
And the batter was
stretched
number
out.
18, Landon Bridges.
Stretched out and landed on that one. But I'll tell you what, that's one of those ones you see pop out of the glove so many times. Was able to catch that, keep it in, gives the East Marietta team a big boost of confidence.
total pitch count for Will Mahoney, 28. Will Mahoney, 28 pitches. Even though I mute my mic, Gary, for this broadcast, you can still hear me, but I'm doing a little PA work too, so I'm getting paid double time today.
Yeah, I'm definitely hearing it in my ear.
Yeah.
I'm restreaming and streaming on my iPad here. It doesn't seem to be. It keeps
You must be on the EMNLL network.
I know I'm on the. Yes, I am actually. What are you on over there?
I have my own network.
My East Marietta
TV.
My East Marietta National Little League Wi-Fi. It seems to be cutting in and out. Randy, any suggestions?
Got a hammer?
Not for my iPad, I don't.
A hammer and some duct tape works pretty good.
It's a little behind back here. I'm looking at footage that hasn't played out already.
That East Marietta National Little League Wi-Fi is not the fastest in town.
You go downstairs and tell them I need a Coke up here, or Diet Coke. Diet Coke.
And a Sprite.
Just
one
sent
good thing about having, people in the press
intern,
box.
Sean Claybon, to go get us some refreshments from the concession stand. Concession stand is serving hamburgers, hot dogs,
Leading off for East Marietta, number 31, Ryan Chestnut.
popcorn, candy. No, this is,
Josh Musser, number 37.
he just took a swing. Number 37.
Took another swing, got a ground ball threw his bat, got a ground ball fielded by the third baseman and throws to first, and it's not a
He
dime.
is safe. Came off the bag.
Nice play by the third baseman. Now hitting number 23, Maury Duran. So here comes Mo Duran to the
Mo
plate.
Duran, number 23. His father was a coach down here in the minors this year.
Most of the time they scream "Welcome to Mo's" when he comes up.
Their team won the championship, or in park championship. Congratulations to them.
Yeah, really. Nah, they beat my team. They did a good job.
Mo comes up swinging hard. It's fouled out of play. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. No outs.
We still have Chase Guyan's pitching for Milford.
Yeah, he's throwing good. Can't be hitting the ball the way these guys are hitting the ball if they're not strikes. I'll tell you that. Fouled out again. Fouled out of play. That's 2 now. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hit another Saperitos pizza vehicle in the parking lot.
And it'd probably be the wife's. She might be marching on the field.
Yeah, we don't need that now.
No. The pitch, again, up and away, outside. I believe Mo's probably swung at balls 2 and 3, and that would have been ball 4, but, you swing and you take your chances. Fouled off of him.
Yeah, I think he got the hit sign from the coach on all those pitches so far.
He's got the green light. He's got a good bat. Got a green light going. Waiting for the catcher to get his shin guard set. We've got time.
Sean Clavin for bringing us our refreshments up here.
Thank you, Sean.
How much was all this? Compliments of
All right.
Saperitos Pizza.
All right, here we go. We've come set, ready to go.
Ooh, swing and a miss, strike 3. Now hitting number 13, Nat Taylor.
Nat's got a lot of fire plug in him.
Matt's a big kid in a small package. Last night he got the team rallied, got him going with a couple of nice hits. He's got a good eye. He's a pretty good fielder, pretty good catcher as well.
We have Josh Musher at second base. 1 strike, 1 out. Called strike. Nat Taylor popped it up. On the right side, first base side, foul. He hustles back to the batter's box to get ready to go again. 2 balls. Oh, excuse me, 2 strikes, no balls. Swing.
Yeah, we had a swing and a miss, strike
Swing
3.
and a miss, strike 3. I thought he got a piece of that personally, but I can't see it from between the Che rod and the umpire. Not batting.
Musser could have probably been on third, but he's playing a little conservative baseball, which
Sure.
is good. Ought to get the base runners out. We have 2 outs now.
Zach Wright's batting at this point. He comes up swinging, number 2.
Now hitting Zach Wright, number 2.
Zach Wright's one of the type of ball players that when it does decide to come all together, he will be a formidable ball player. He is got all the tools, size, knows what to do. Just printing it together right now.
Zach hits left-handed.
And he went down swinging. 1, 2, 3, and that's the end of the inning.
Which one is it?
It's the end of the inning. It is now the top of the 3rd. A quick gun over there in the score box. It is 1-1, top of the 3rd.
Your score, Milford, 1. East Marietta, 1. This is a timeout brought to you by. We got our music just kicked in from next door. Total pitch count, for those of you keeping pitch count for Chase Gyans, 36. 36 pitch count. It was 35 pitches and a finished batter. So the total pitch count, official pitch count is 35 and a finished batter. That's my favorite song, Gary.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep. Kind of reminds me back in the college days when I used to go to the college parties and saw Smith Swilly out there doing his thing, dancing around to this. You know, he was a good college catcher for us, and he would go to these parties, and he was the life of the party out there doing his thing.
Could you imagine if his name was Smith Willie and he named his kid Willie Willie? That reminds me of that time I was in Des Moines, Iowa. Woke up in a bowl of beer nuts at that bar.
You did all that, Gary? I'm shocked. Still pitching for the East Marietta Niners is Will Mahoney. He's pitched a pretty good game so far. Now we have Nat Taylor in right field. Austin Norman's going to be on second base. Musser's going to be in center field, and looks like we have Ryan Cross maybe out in left field. No, that's
Nope.
That's Mo in left field.
Armstrong Tang is in left field.
That's Tong.
Excuse me, Tong. Armstrong Tong.
We have Nicholas Givens at short, Ryan Cross at third, Austin Norman at second, and Zach Wright at first.
We got number 42, Danny Najero batting.
Now hitting number 42, Danny Najero.
He's got 2 strikes on him. And he took a ball on the outside, put 1 ball, 2 strikes. And you let it roll foul, but hit up to the third base side. They let it roll foul. It's a foul ball.
It was a nice play by Ryan Cross. He could have charged the ball and very easily tried to field it and would have given up a single, but he let it roll foul. Very good choice for Ryan there. Will Mahoney looks on. Here's the pitch.
Another swing. He's up there to swing. He's up there to try to get on base. Not looking for the walk, not looking for the easy way. It's probably ball 2 that he just swung at, but that's okay. He's
got him swinging.
That's it.
Appreciate you guys checking out East Marietta Little League TV, the network. Little high pitch by Mahoney that time, Gary.
2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. I tell you, when the East Marietta teams play the Milford teams, it's like family member playing family member. We've been interleagued with these guys for a while. Hit up towards Will Mahoney. He fielded it, threw him out of first base. I'll tell you, Danny Najero didn't even get 3 feet out of the batter's box before that ball was already at first base. Good play by Will Mahoney.
Now hitting number 24, L.J. Dean. L.J., that probably stands for Little John or Lil
Probably.
John.
Here we go. We got a change of pitcher right now.
Total pitch count for Will Mahoney today is 35 pitches. Now coming in, number 19, Jared Giles. As LJ looks on at Jared Giles, he's going to try to size him up here.
Jared's being pulled off the mound for a second. He needs to do something. I think he needs to pull his white sleeve, long sleeve off. Like I was saying, Randy, it's playing anytime we play a Milford team, it's like playing family. They've been part of our interleague here at East Marietta for the last 5 or 6 years. They're great people over there. They really give us a good games. We're not looking at an inferior club or league. They're equal to the challenge every time they come. And I enjoy playing with them and enjoy getting them in the mix. It makes for a bigger league all the way around when we can get in the mix with these guys, and definitely enjoy having them over here. Here comes Jared.
Sorry, Gary, did you say something?
No, sir, I wasn't.
Yeah, we like playing Milford. They're a lot of fun. They come over here, bring some spirited people. We go there and take some spirited people.
Thoroughly enjoy playing with these guys. Little help, little help. Here we go. Throw it to the center fielder.
That's one of the more upbeat songs that our PA addresser has played today. So far, we're not doing too good on throwing the ball back to the pitcher. Or throwing the ball to the catcher, for that matter.
Jared's having a little bit of a trouble finding that strike zone right now while he's doing his warm-ups. Hopefully he'll get those jitters out, settle in.
Well, LJ's a smaller.
Somebody's messing with the microphone.
LJ is a smaller frame batter, so his strike zone will be a little smaller than normal for Jared Giles.
I think he's plenty up to the task.
Yeah, I think he is, and we'll find out right now as he steps in. L.J. Dean stepping in, our right fielder for the Milford Royal Blue Team. The Milford Royals is what we can call them.
There you go. Took a swing, big swing. We got strike one out right now. LJ took a nice cut. I think Jared threw the cutter. Up the middle. Nice hit up the middle to the center fielder.
Little man took care of it.
Josh Mustard threw it in. Cutoff man. Austin Norman gets it to the shortstop, and now it's back to the pitcher.
As you hear the Milford fans giving him a round of applause for that hit. That was his dad.
He would definitely put it in play. Jared comes set. That looks like a curveball outside. LJ doesn't make the attempt. Now he does. The throw down. And they are not able to make the tag. He is in for a stand-up stolen base.
Now hitting for Milford, number 11, Davey Hicks.
Batting number 11. Hitting and jersey 11. Big cut, big swing. We got 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the third, 1-1 tie.
I don't remember playing this this young guy in regular season play, but
late swing in the glove before he even started a swing. I think he decided to swing after the fact.
we still got a 1-1 ball game, Gary. We're in the top of the third inning.
1 ball, 2 strikes right now. Here comes the pitch. Through the cutter again.
It was more like a screwball.
I'll tell you what, I could just tell you that he's got the cutter working today.
Now batting for Milford, number 5, Terrell White. All right, here's Terrell White. He's a pretty good hitter. Got his nice little decal on the back of his helmet. Got him a brand new helmet today.
Yeah, looks brand new. I think he just threw him an off-speed pitch. Wasn't. Yep. Replay shows it was an off-speed pitch. Here comes the pitch. 2-seam fastball down the middle. He took a swing at it, fouled it off to the right side. We got 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Folks, get down here. We're at East Marietta, home of the 1983 East Marietta National League World Series champions. Here comes the pitch. Another cutter in for a strike. There we go. We got 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. Did he swing? No, he did not. That's ball. I've got my kids up here.
I think we got more people in the press box than we have listening to us.
I think so, too.
Everybody wants to come up here and find out what we're saying.
Yeah, we got ball 3 in. They threw an off-speed pitch on the outside, tried to get him to chase. Could not get him to chase, Randy. We've got a full count. Man at second.
Everybody at the ballpark tonight can eat free at Saporito's Pizza.
Just bring your ticket stub. We got a high fly ball, right field, out of play, foul ball.
Nice hustle by Nat Taylor over there from the right field.
That may have been his knuckleball. I haven't seen him use his knuckleball today. Yeah, we got 3-2, base open. Let's see if he comes back with the cutter that's been working.
Well, we got 2 Milford players tying shoes on first base and or make that second base and home plate.
He's shoving his shoelaces in his shoes, Randy. I don't think he's even tying them.
Yeah, that's how that works these days, Gary.
There you go. There we go. Here he goes, ready. He's T, as it says on the back of his jersey, T-E-E. Let's see if Jared does throw that cutter.
He looks in.
There's the pitch. It was not the cutter. It was the off-speed on the outside. Throwing down to third.
That was also an off-speed throw to third.
Yeah, sure was. T trots down to first base with a walk. Kicked the bag off third base. We got time from the umpire. Let's get this bag on back on.
Now what we have here, Gary, is going to be a situation where on this next pitch, your runner on first is going to steal second, and they're going to hope that the catcher throws the ball to second so that runner on third can come home. But I think that we got that under control to where we don't have to worry about it because the ball's going to go to the backstop and he's going to go to second.
He is
without
at
a
second.
throw down. So we're good now. Took all of my thunder.
And that was definitely his off-speed pitch. Threw that in. And he went back to the cutter. It's working, but he missed that one.
Now hitting number 15, Dylan Rivera.
Dylan has a twin brother on the Milford team. His name is Daniel Rivera, 14 and 15 consecutively. Here comes the pitch.
That's how old they are?
And he just, yes, I think they'd be a little old for this, but yeah, probably so. Check their IDs. He threw the knuckle again and chased after it.
Got Jared Giles putting a little hair grease on the ball now.
See if he goes with the curve. He hasn't done the backdoor curve yet. That was that off-speed pitch. Doesn't seem to be working. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Top of the third, 1-1 tie. We're here at East Marietta. Again, he's making him. I think he was trying to get him to go for something on the outside of the plate. I'm not sure what the thought process is.
Well, we got bases loaded now for the Milford Royal team.
Chase Guyan's up to bat. He's the pitcher. Number 7.
Now hitting number 7, Chase Guyan.
Choked up about halfway up that bat.
No, that's only 3/4.
Oh, okay,
It's
okay.
only 3/4.
On the outside, threw the cutter again. I think he's a little misplaced with the left-handed batter, but I think he'll find his groove here. The pitch. Swung on. Austin Norman's got it. Throws over to first, and he is safe at first.
Ooh.
Called him safe. We got a run scores.
We have Josh Musser in center field that did not agree with that call.
He is kicking dirt. Kicking dirt. I think he may run in and say something to the umpire.
Man, he took his hat off. He did not agree with that call at all.
All right, here we go. Bases are still loaded. 2 outs. Run scored. Come up swinging.
Now hitting number 14, Daniel Rivera.
That was Dylan's twin brother.
Bases are loaded, and I think our press box is too.
We got 1 strike, 2 outs. Here we go. Let's see what he brings. Oh, the definite 2-seam fastball misses on the outside.
Nice hustle by Jared to come in and cover the plate on his overthrow.
Jared makes his way back up to the mound. We got 1-1, 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. 2-1 ball game here, top of the third. Big swing by Daniel.
Who was that swing brought to you by, Gary?
That swing was brought to you by Sapritos Pizza, 2201 Roswell Road, home of the all-you-can-eat New York Pizza Buffet from 11 to 3. Come see us, folks.
I can see
Big swing, big cut, over the head. This is going to clear some bases. They got 1 run in. We've got another run in. Throw to home. And another run scores. And we've got 3 runs in on a big, big hit by Daniel Rivera. I think he left that cutter up a little too high. and he was able to get the swing on it. That's 4 runs.
Number 8, Chaser.
No, that's 4 runs. They're switching them up, Randy.
Next inning, Chaser will be hitting. Number 8.
They are now at the bottom of the third. It's 5-1 Milford. That was a big hit.
That was a big hit for the Milford Royal team as they cleared those bases, and those fans are ecstatic over there because the total pitch count is 24. Pitch count 24. Who was pitching?
That was
Pitch count,
Jared
Jared Giles, 24. There we go. Took care of some business there. That pitch count brought to you by our concession stand at the park. Wherever you are, come by and get you a nice, crisp hamburger.
should be crispy fries and a nice hot dog there, Randy.
Oh.
Throwing the baseball around a little bit, these Milford boys. They come in all jacked up. They're ready to come out and play. TJ is down at first base, number 1. We still have number 7 on the mound. Chase Guines is on the mound.
We have number 5, Terrell White, going out to center field.
I believe he's going to center. Got a little high five, but got a little love from his friends.
We've been joined in the press box by Jeff Norman. Jeff, how do you analyze this game so far? Good. That's good. All right, Jeff had a on the analyzation part of the game.
Jeff Norman, man of very few words.
I think Jeff was going to give us a good analyzation of this game.
I think he was just going to get his thoughts together and ready to roll it out here.
I think so. Jeff's a great little basketball player. He comes out here and helps us umpire when we have scrimmage games. He plays basketball, does a little timekeeping, scorekeeping, umpiring, officiating for basketball. Jeff's kind of very involved in this park. He's a 11 and 12-year-old player here. We don't know if he's going to make All-Stars yet. His piggy bank wasn't very full.
What is the frequency, Randy, for the secondary audio for the Spanish-speaking community?
I have to remember that one. We should do a Spanish broadcast one day.
Absolutely.
Could you do that?
Absolutely. Absolutamente.
Oh.
Un tirar.
I can say, see.
Ahora bateando número 19.
Now our listeners are like, dude, what?
All right, there's a throwback. We've got 2 balls to who's batting right now, Randy? Jared?
Now batting, number 19, Jared Giles.
We've got two balls on him. Takes a swing, a little blooper back to the pitcher's mound. He throws over to first base for 1 out. I feel a little more patience at the plate probably would have helped, but that's all right.
Now batting, number 43, Armstrong Tong. It's Tong.
We're getting mixed results. Kerry, can you run down and find out how to pronounce his name, please?
I went to school with Armstrong's mom. I said, how do you say your name? She says, well, it's really Tong, but everybody calls us Tang, so we put up with it. I'm like, okay. So I'm the only one that calls him properly.
There you go.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Now the guy's called my name correctly. I've got to do good.
We got a pass ball. 2 balls, 1 strike on Armstrong.
This is kind of like when you're the PA announcer. If you announce somebody's name wrong, every parent lets you know that it's wrong. I just got attacked up here.
I know you did.
Nobody had my back. Did you have my back?
Next time we got to lock this door.
Sean didn't even have my back over here.
We got 3 balls, 1 strike. Hitters count.
Man.
1 out. Let's see if Armstrong gets the green light. We got a guy in right field. The right fielder's down, tying his shoe, glove off. Timeout's been called. I will do that. Here comes the pitch. Way up high. Ball 4. Armstrong has made it to first base.
Now hitting, number 3, Matthew Quinn.
Carrie Norman back from downstairs. Carrie, how do you pronounce Armstrong's last name? Oh, it's Tongue. Okay. That's good. That's good. Oh, Armstrong hesitates, and he is out. He hesitates, doesn't leave first base on the hit. Matthew Quinn hits the ball. He was probably finishing up a hot dog that he got at the concession stand.
All right, we got 2 outs now against East Marietta. Now hitting, number 7, Austin Norman. Austin Norman is now batting.
Carrie's son, Austin, takes one way high, way high. Can't hit him, can't lay off him. They look like big, huge beach balls, Randy, when they're up that high.
And they love it. Yep.
We have a kid in the majors. Nice swing. He connects on the ball. Soft toss to second. Force play out, and that's the end of the inning. We are in the
we're going into the top of the 4th inning.
Top of the 4th, yeah, 5-1, Milford.
5-1, Milford over your East Marietta Niners. No, if they do lose today, talk about East Marietta, of course. If they lose today, they will play again on Tuesday night.
And coming behind the plate to catch, Randy, is Nat Taylor. He's got the gear on, and he's ready to catch.
He must be small because I don't see him.
I wonder if Willie Mahoney is coming back on. Oh no, that's right. He was already pulled. Guians.
Our total pitch count on Guians, 27, 47, 47, 4-7 total pitch count. Coach got excited for a minute when the PA guy announced it wrong, didn't he?
Yeah, he sure did.
All right, looks like we have Jerry Giles coming back pitching for the East Marietta Niners. We have Josh Musser playing third. Will Mahoney's moving to shortstop.
We've got Zach Wright at second.
The Braves beat the Dodgers, by the way, 8-1. Mike Medlin was the winning pitcher.
We've got
Mike Miner. Thank you. So I didn't talk to his mom yet. I didn't talk to Mike's mom yet.
We got Maury Duran at first base. I can't see. We have no center fielder at this point. I think they're going to go without one, Randy.
Well, sometimes it's good.
They don't necessarily need a center fielder.
We have Zach Wright playing second base. We have Austin Norman in left field, and here comes number 31 for
Chestnut. That's
the East Marietta.
Ryan Chestnut hitting, and Austin Norman in left, and in right field is that Armstrong in right field?
Now hitting
Armstrong
number
Tong.
8, chasing J-Rod Calhoun.
The throw down down to Will. Back to Jared, and we're ready to play.
All right, we're getting set for the top of the 4th inning. J-Rod now coming to the plate. He's a big old boy, Gary. He can hit the ball good. He's a pretty decent catcher for the Milford Royal
This
team.
infield has to be ready. Block the ball. It's behind you. It's in front of you. There you go. Nat's picked it up. There's nobody on base. Took it off the arm a little bit.
Somebody's cheering. Sound like the dugout.
We got ball outside. It's 2 balls, no strikes, no outs. I think he continues to work with the cutter. Another cutter. That was a beautiful pitch and got him swinging a little low. J-Rod swings for a strike.
Yeah, J-Rod was waiting on the breaking ball, and he just cut right in on him.
Hey, he threw the curve. The curveball not been working too well for him today, but he'll work it out, hopefully. Go back to the cutter.
I think he needs to go back to his 2-seamer. And that's exactly what he did, Gary.
And he walked him with the now he's got the man on first. J-Rod walks down. Gave up 4 balls. We got a man on first now. Up to the plate.
Now batting, number 1, T.J. Butler. All right, T.J. Butler steps in. Looks like he's pretty authoritative there at the plate. Took the first
Big
pitch,
swing, big
up the
swing,
middle.
up the middle. Nobody can get to it. Center fielder has it, throws it in to the pitcher, to Jared, and now he's back on the mound. We got first and second. I don't have any money. I gave my money to Vinny. Big swing up in the foul territory.
Now batting, number 16, Jacob Vinzer.
Jacob, starting pitcher for yesterday's
What do you
game,
want?
did a fine job on the mound. Looks like a very, very good little ball player. Our interns are weeding out. It's getting near their dinner time, so they're starting to leave. Going down the concession stand. Here we go. There's a swing to Zach at second. He throws over to third. What is he throwing the third for? And now we've got bases loaded. I think he was trying to get the lead runner. It's a good play. You got to have the arm, and you got to come set and be able to throw that on a dime.
Yeah, unfortunately, there was a quarter out there that time, and
Yeah.
it just didn't get there quite like he wanted to. But good idea, but didn't come out the way he wanted it. Now batting number 10, Yaron Vandazar.
That's Yavin. And he drops down, takes one up in the chin. Jared Giles is not happy. I don't know if that was a little chin music or not. I doubt it, but maybe his knuckleball got off his hand. A little funny. Comes set. He's coming in. J-Rod's coming in. And they missed the play, and another run scores. It is a 6-1 ball game.
This was a game that most people in Vegas picked East Marietta to win this game.
Yeah, there's going to be some payouts going on.
The odds makers, they picked East Marietta on this, and it's not looking too good right now.
Big swing. It's fair ball, fair ball, fair ball. Throws it back.
Well, they chased TJ back to third and waited a little too late to throw the ball, and they maybe could have had him out.
That was a little blooper. Nat didn't see the umpire behind him calling for a fair ball, and it just dropped down right in front of him. He picked it up. He figured, I guess he thought it was probably a foul ball.
Number 18, Landon Bridges.
Figured it was a foul ball. We're going to have a pitching change. Pitching now.
Now pitching for East Marietta, Zach Wright.
We're joined in the booth by some dignitaries from East Marietta. We have Tim Gibbons, our president. Tim's decided to step out. Thank goodness he had his shoes off.
Jared Giles, pitch count 35. Jared Giles, pitch count 35.
Jared Giles, 35, 35. Por ustedes quien habla español.
Yeah, we can do a Spanish broadcast one day, Gary, but today's not that day. I'm just kidding. Oh, yeah, we're supposed to give a shout out to Robin Duran. Her parents are watching, and Jackson.
Jackson and Carson, and they are, I understand, and they are where?
Where are they located?
Illinois. What city? Good answer. Thank you. In Illinois. Champaign, Illinois.
Speaking of Champaign, Illinois, Gary, how was your day?
My day's been great. I got my family in. Christian Lammy's just joined us. Say hello.
Hello.
Christian just made the 10-year-old All-Star team. We're proud of him at our house. He's got had a good season this year. Started hitting the ball really well. Makes some great fielding. Good center fielder, left-hander.
And when he made the All-Star team announcement, where did you take him for dinner, Gary?
We went to Sapritos Pizza, 2201 Roswell Road, home of the all-you-can-eat pizza, New York Pizza Buffet. Join us 11 to 3 every day for that buffet. We're open. We have pizza, pasta, salads, and wings. All right, our new intern just came in, Patricia Lammy. She's here. She's going to go get us some food and bring it back to the
That's the
booth.
owner of the Sapritos Pizza.
That is the owner of Sapritos.
All right, Zach Wright looks in, throws the ball, going to be a second pitch hit popped up to Will Mahoney at short, and he's under it with no problems. And Willie did a great job there at shortstop.
I got one out, 6-1 at Milford, top of the fourth. Danny.
Now hitting number 42, Danny Najiro.
Pitch comes in a little high, ball one. Zach's favorite pitch, it seems to me, he likes the four-seam palm ball. I've noticed him throwing the palm ball. There goes another one.
That's also known as the sinker ball, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. That's one ball, one strike through that palm. Let's see if he mixes it up a little bit, Randy. He went with the cutter that time. A little outside with the cutter.
Zach's the only 9-year-old kid I've ever seen that can throw the baseball with one finger and one thumb. I don't know what he even calls the pitch. That was a little inside. He tried it there, Gary, a little inside and low.
Yeah, and they've got 3 balls and a strike now. He's on the verge. If he doesn't put this down the pipe here for young Manning, number 42, he's going to be walking in a run, and we'll see how this plays out. Ball four. Umpire called ball 4. How about that?
The guys on the base couldn't believe it either. None of them are moving. Now they've gotten instruction from the coach that just go. So it is ball 4.
This is such a learning experience for these kids. They need to get their baseball hats on,
Now hitting,
so to speak.
number 24, L.J. Dean.
LJ comes up swinging. Ball needs to go home. He steps on the bag. He's out at third. And we've got first and second with another run scoring. I guess you give up a run to get an out.
This time you'd give up a glove to get an out.
Boy, I'll give a kidney to get an out. I'll tell you that.
Give up your kid.
Well, I've got 5, so one of them wouldn't really matter.
Oh,
We'll give up the older one, the big one. Little Gary, he eats too much at the house anyhow.
Yeah. That's why you got to keep stocking that concession stand he runs for you.
You seem kind of cute. Are you like one of his favorites?
Oh, this is Lammy beside me here. How you doing, Lammy?
Slammy,
I feel like a Lammy sandwich.
yeah, Slammy.
Now hitting number 11, David Hicks.
1 ball, 1 strike on David. Ooh, nice strike on
That
the
was
outside
the-
corner.
That was the one finger ball that Zach's mastered in the offseason.
He's got them long fingers, isn't that right, Randy?
Yes, he did a great job with that one. Hit the outside corner.
Up and away, up and in rather. Excuse me. 2-2, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Top of the fourth, 8-1 ball game. Your Milford Blue Jays are winning.
Is that what they're called, the Blue Jays?
I'm not sure they're a blue team. I just figured I'd give them something nice. Strike 3 called. Punched him out. There we go. Now we've got bottom of the fourth coming up.
Well, at least Marietta needs to get some runs here to get back in this game. We, as a park, we played Milford all season. We handled them pretty good. It was a lot of fun playing those guys, but we won most of the games we played against them. And now, at tournament time, it's a little bit different. We got a pitch count for who pitched in that one? Total pitch count 13.
Zachary Wright.
Zachary Wright. That's exactly right. 13.
So, Patricia, where are we going for dinner tonight? Sapritos Pizza, 2201 Roswell Road?
Oh,
Listen at your son.
that dude looks over there like he hasn't seen you in a long time.
Have you ever had McDonald's? You have? With that $4.99 pizza buffet going on at Sapritos Pizza, I'm surprised you had your McDonald's.
That's $7.49.
Oh,
Seven-
$7.40.
excuse me,
you
$7.99.
So you just raised the
$8.40
price like that, huh?
$8.47 with tax, and it does include a drink, Randy.
It
Free
does
refills.
include the drink?
It does include a drink, and it is free refills.
You got a beer?
The number one best pizza in town, voted in East Cobb and all of Cobb County as the number one pizza.
The Norman family, everybody at Wheeler High School, everybody at Marietta High School.
East Cobb Middle, Sedalia Park, East Valley. We are partners with East Valley, by the way, partners in education with them.
Do you
We
go there and
sponsor
read
them.
on Wednesday mornings?
We don't read per se. We know how to, I think. But
So
we support East Valley as a partner education.
I thought a partner in education was you show up at 6 o'clock in the morning and read stories to the kids.
No, I mean, you could. I guess if they wanted us to, they could. But no, we're too busy prepping up all the good food that we can provide for when they do their East Valley Spirit Nights with us.
Oh, good.
Well, we were all loving
Leading off, number 5, Will Mahoney.
the big $5 pizza.
Yeah, we provide pizzas for the PTA. Sedalia Park. We're back in the fold with them. We were sorely missed by them, and we're back with Sedalia Park. Provide the PTA. It's an important thing that the PTA does.
It looked like Ghana's tried to hit the bat again of Will Mahoney by throwing the ball behind him, similar to the first time at bat. But he missed it that time, so that'd be a ball 1 behind the batter. Ball 2 coming in.
Up around the chin, head high.
Will's got us some new batting gloves, red and mud.
Oh, nice swing. There you go. Drops one out in the center field. Slow roller. He's working his way to second. Slides in. Ball's dropped by the second baseman, and Will Mahoney is in there with a sliding double.
Now, Will took a chance on that. If the second baseman would have fielded the ball, he might have had Will, but Will's a fast kid. And he's a pretty good base runner, so he would have known if he could have made that or not. So he did a wise decision there on running. Now hitting number 17, Nick Givens.
We got timeout call for a shoelace check at the second baseman. Here comes the pitch. Nick held up on that one. Will goes to third. They throw down to third. It bobbles past him, but the shortstop was there, backing up the third baseman. That is Daniel Rivera, brother to Dylan Rivera, twin brothers. We have another
shoe tying
new shoe tying. Mama wants to go eat.
All right, Nick Givens steps in now with runner on third, nobody out. East Marietta losing 8-1 for the moment as Givens fouls one back and tries to hit me right in the forehead.
Well, it came right at you, Randy. It's a good thing you're wearing those glasses.
I'm telling you, man, that was scary. That ball's coming at me about 100 miles an hour.
This protective bulletproof glass that we have.
Yep. I called Nick earlier. I called him Nicholas Givens, and he said, "Call me Nick." I said, "Okay."
Nick, oh, nice shot right up the middle. Slow roller into the outfield with the wet grass, the wet conditions. But you know what? Right through. He had that wooden bat. He loves to swing that wooden bat. I think he's got better control with that. Who we got up to bat here?
Now batting. Ryan Cross.
Rai coming up to bat. Ryan Cross.
On the outside, Nicholas heading down to second base on a stand-up. Oh, they throw down anyhow. I guess he thought that he wasn't moving that quick, but he's there.
That's J-Rod. He's a competitive ball player. He loves to throw the ball, but he might want to.
Trust is his arm, I'll tell you what.
Yes, he does. 8-2 now. Milford over East Marietta.
Another big swing by Ryan Cross. Actually, that's the first swing. This is ball 1, strike 1.
You're probably looking at the last inning when he batted.
Well, I'm looking at
swing.
the streaming on my iPad, and I'm about 3 minutes behind.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
It keeps reloading. There we go. Oh, step on his bag.
That was an all-star play by the first baseman.
Great play by TJ, number 1 over there, first base. Put the glove down. Push the runner over. We've got 1 out. Bottom of the 4th, 8-2, Milford.
Now batting. Number 31, Ryan Chestnut.
Starting catcher, Ryan Chestnut. Big swing, fair ball, inside.
That's going all the way to the fence.
That's all the way to
Gary.
the fence. He slips on the bag. He gets to second with a stand-up double. Nice drive. Good drive. Another run scores. It's an 8-3 ball game. Looks like East Marietta's trying to rally something together here, Randy.
Now batting.
Yeah, they can get one more run, I believe, in this inning, or 2 more runs, I guess, in this inning, and then they'll be done until next inning. We have
First
a
pitch.
4-run limit.
That's
up until
true.
the 6th.
over his head. Josh Musser ready to bat. His father, Dave Musser, perennial home run, Geezer Derby home run winner.
He's a geezer?
Geezer Derby winner. I don't believe he won it this year, though. If I'm not mistaken.
I think Dan Titus won
Danny
this year.
Titus, that's right.
Yep.
Up over his head again. They're throwing down the first. He misses the ball. And he's in. He's in the third. And we've got a cheering section up here in the press box.
That would be Mo's cousin's aunt screaming like that. But it's okay. It's okay. Deep breath. Relax. We have timeout on the field. It looks like everybody's coming out to get an autograph from the third baseman at the moment. Maybe he hurt his yeah, he did. He hurt his thumb on the throwdown, and his teammates trying to pop it in place for him.
I think he just did.
Yeah, he's like, this is what I do. Pow!
Pulled his thumb back out and put it in place. And we're ready to go. Chase is ready to throw.
8-3 ball game. 2 balls, 1 strike. We got 1 out. Milford over East Marietta for the moment. 8-3. Josh Musser, your batter.
Oh, yes, he did. He dropped drawn in over the third baseman's head. Gets past the third baseman. Throws it in. Got him at second. Got him out at second.
And I don't think Josh Musser agreed with that call either.
No, but he was sent. That's not his fault. He listened to his coaches. And just like anything else, they're human also. I don't think he should have went, but that's my opinion. Mo Duran up to bat, Randy.
Yeah, number 23. Mo steps in. He's got a pretty big bat. There he goes. Right.
Right.
What a
line
snag
drive
by the pitcher.
right to the pitcher.
Mo takes his hat off to the pitcher, salutes him. That was a nice hit from Mo Duran. Pitcher made an outstanding catch. Maury tipped his helmet to him. Very nice gesture from Maury.
Absolutely, that's a pro gesture right there.
Maybe we could see him on the Sportsman Award for the Little League this year.
Well, we have top of the 5th, 8-4, Milford.
Total pitch count 62 now for.
Give that to Randy.
Total pitch count for. That's still Chase pitch.
Yeah.
Total pitch count for Chase Guians, 62. 6-2 on the pitch count. And pitching like an all-star, by the way. Good job, Chase.
You're making some friends down there.
Yeah, the
right?
parents like my little comments. That's nice. Make them happy. I'm all about making people feel good.
8-4. It's they brought it into a little closer situation here. Hopefully, we can see what they can do, what East Marietta can do.
Well, we're in the top of the 5th inning now, Gary. This will be another 4-run limit. And then after this inning, we'll go into the 6th if we make it that far in 27 minutes, and it will be unlimited runs. Yesterday, unlimited runs saw about 38, 39 pitches, runs go up in the 6th inning. Kind of a long inning.
Oh, yeah.
Between the 2 games.
And around the diamond, we've got Zachary Wright pitching. We've got Will Mahoney behind the plate. We have Maury Durand at first. We've got Ryan Chestnut at second. Nicholas Givens at short. Ryan Cross at third. Austin Norman in left field. Nat Taylor in center. And Matthew Quinn rounding out the infield in right field. Or excuse me, he's in right field.
Terrell White. That's Matthew Quinn in right field.
Hang on.
Now batting, number 5.
First pitch to Terrell White. Strike high inside corner. Zach Wright looks on as Terrell looks on. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike now to White. White started off today playing center field, Gary. Did a pretty good job out there.
Yeah, he did. Not much action out there, but he was definitely ready to go. Wet conditions today. Everything is wet, wet, wet. We've ground crew did a fantastic job.
3 times they had to come out here, drain about 10, 15 inches of water off this field.
It was like a swimming pool. I'll tell you. There was very, very wet. Drained it off, got it dried up. Put about 30 bags of cat litter out there. I think that's what they call it.
I think they drained the water right off the field into the East Marietta swimming pool. Oh, it was already closed. Our official statistician said the pool was already closed. Today,
Our intern, Carrie Norman. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Here at the top of the 5th.
It's 8-4. Milford over East Marietta. There's another pitch outside. That's going to be ball 4 for Terrell
His
White.
curveball is not working. Zach's curveball is not working today.
Now batting number 15, Dylan Rivera.
I think he needs to go. No, I think he needs to go with the cutter, but that'll be a coach's decision.
Zach looks in for the first pitch, and here it comes, and it's going to be ball on the outside. Runner goes, and he
Got
is,
oh! Had him. Knocked into him and knocked the ball out of his glove, and he is safe.
Uh-oh. Looks like Nicholas didn't agree with that call, and the umpire I thought was going to Nicholas, but he was running to third instead.
There is no rule to slide. It's not a rule. It's a get down, get out of the way, or get out, and I think that was what Nicholas's issue was.
Great job.
Good job. There you go. He got
Nice
him.
play
Got
by
him.
Ryan Chestnut playing second base. Fielded the ball, throw to first in time. The runner moves to third. As Zach calls into the ump that he'd like to have a new ball.
Needs a new ball. This one's wet. Ryan Chestnut, a all-star catch. Maury Duran going up the ladder to get it and hold it in. Runner advances to third. Is that right, Randy? I can't see out
Yeah,
there.
runner on third. It's hard to see when you're all in your recliner sitting back like you are to see what's going on because, you got your recliner here today like you're in the stadium.
Perennial all-star Vincent Lammy just entered the press box.
Now hitting number 7, Chase Gyens. Yeah, Vinny Lammy, he came up to the press box to find out what all the commotion was. Probably checking on you to see if you
Christian
needed
Lammy's
anything to eat or
older
drink.
brother, my third son. I lost count after 5 or 6.
Yeah, I understand. As long as you don't lose count when you only got one son,
That's true.
then you start saying your third son. It's like, huh?
2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the 5th.
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss.
Strike 2.
Perennial all-star Vincent Lammy here, older brother to Christian Lammy. Ready to go get some dinner here as soon as we get this tied in.
Oh, yeah? Where you guys going tonight?
That's up to the missus.
That was a cue to give you a plug.
I was trying to get another plug in, but I've plugged myself out here.
Yeah, I agree.
Strike 3, punched him out.
Now hitting
Milford, it's hitting.
number 14, Daniel Rivera. All right, we got 2 outs now for the Milford Royals as Zach Wright pitches in, ball outside. The Milford Royals team come in here and came to play some baseball today. Then they
sure did.
left when the field rained so hard. They left, and the director called them and said, "Hey, come back to the park."
Nicholas Gibbons with the throw. Throw it on the outside. We got another run scores. That is a 9-4 ball game.
So as the director called them and told them to come back, they said, "There's no way we could play on that field." They didn't realize they got the East Marietta field crew here that had this field back to perfection 3 different times today.
Well, I came in. I flew in this afternoon. Got in from the airport to announce this game, and these guys were out here just working it like crazy.
Now hitting J-Rod, Chasen Calhoun. Yeah, he watches outside. How was your flight coming back in town to do the
A little
game?
bumpy with the clouds, but not bad. They served a great bag of peanuts on that flight.
How was the game you did up in New York City today? Was it a pretty good game?
Absolutely fantastic game. The local Long Island Long Neck Little League team won that game over the T-Neck New York team.
Right. Were the Chinese in that one, or was that coming up later on?
That's in the international when they meet for international play.
The Taiwanese. Yeah, I understand. How was Saprito's Pizza up there? You know, it's a national chain. Is that they got pretty good food up there as well?
They did. I didn't have time to stop in this visit. Hopefully next time when we get up there for the 3-game series we're going to announce, I'll be able to get to it.
There's a pitch behind the batter from Zach Wright as number 14, Daniel Rivera, takes second on that pitch with no throwdown. We got the kids in the dugout cheering again. I hope they don't put on skirts. It's going to be ball outside, ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the batter, 2 outs. 9-4. Milford Royals over the East Marietta Niners.
Drove it up. Here we go. Backing it up. Catch. Matthew Quinn with the catch in right field. And that ends the inning.
Very nice catch by Matthew Quinn.
Yes, it was.
Nah, you're fine. I forgot that in total pitch count for Zach Wright, 33. 33 pitches for Zach Wright. I forgot that in Gary's contract, there's no screaming and hollering beside him in a press box, and he's executing that right.
Throws me off a bit, Randy.
Yeah, he's executing that option to clear the press box at any time that he has.
Just entering the press box, we have another East Marietta dignitary. Hugh Norman is here.
We offered Gary to do these games with a $50,000 extension, and he decided to have his clause instead of clearing the press box at will. So we gave him that option on the contract.
I need to work in silence.
Well, we're at East Marietta Little League, home of the 1983 Little League World Champions, the first and only team to ever win Little League Championship right here at East Marietta.
30 years ago, Randy.
Yep. You know, there's a lot of kids that play rec ball, Gary, and the first thing out of their mouth is they play Little League. That's not true, but this is official Little League ballpark and Little League tournament.
It is the only official affiliation with Little League in East Cobb. We are the only Little League entity in East Cobb.
Well, I think it's the only Little League in Marietta because if you think about it, Milford's in Fair Oaks, and Smyrna is in Smyrna, and we're in Marietta.
That's true. And Murphy Candler is down inside the Atlanta area.
Cartersville's in Cartersville.
Absolutely.
Villa Rica's in Villa Rica.
That's it.
So
Cedartown's in Cedartown.
That's right.
Rockmart, I believe, is still in Rockmart. Is that right, Randy?
That's correct. All these Little League parks are named after their respective cities.
They definitely, programs are growing and growing and growing.
Leading off for East Marietta, number 13, Nat Taylor.
Nat Taylor, as the head coach, trots around home plate to get down into the manager's box at third base.
He did his exercise this morning. Nat steps in. That's a pretty good little fireball there. He'll put the ball in play most of the time, except his last at bat. He didn't put it in play.
No, and I'll tell you, Randy, this is an interesting call here. We've got 16 minutes roughly left in the game. We're in the 5th inning. East Marietta can score 4 runs, but they need to do that within the next 15 and a half minutes to get this get to the 6th inning.
So what do you suggest?
Well, I suggest they get their 4 runs quickly is what I suggest.
Well, maybe Nat and the next 3 batters can just put it out of the park. That would work.
They end up getting to the 1 ball, 2 strikes right now in order to get to that 6th inning where it's an unlimited run situation.
This game started at 2 o'clock today. We're still playing. 7:53.
Longest Little League game in history. It is 2 balls, 2 strikes to number 13, Nat Taylor. We've got another East Marietta dignitary, Dawn Mahoney, mother of Slick Willie Mahoney, in the press box.
Slick Willie pitched a good game today.
I wonder if Will likes to be called Willie and his father Bill likes to be called Billy.
I would guess not.
And Nat swings at another one and misses, and that is strike 3. At this age Also, Randy, there is no drop third strike called here.
Now hitting number 2, Zach Wright. There goes a little rip right to the backstop.
No, that hit him. That came off him. He's going down to first base, Randy.
Well, that was a loud hit.
Boy, I'll tell you what. Hit him and bounced all the way to the screen.
Where did it hit him at? On the elbow?
I don't know. I think so. I think it hit him anyway. He actually turned into it as opposed to away from it.
Now hitting number 19, Jared Giles. So that brings Jared Giles to the plate. He's going to put a ball in play again and help himself here when he was pitching, Gary. He did a good job today.
Outside, ball 1. We got 1 ball, 1 out, a 9-4 game in the the bottom of the 5th inning.
I like the way they designed the press box with these big poles right in the way of everything.
Yes, that's an absolutely fantastic way they did that.
We know that wasn't done by Workman Superior.
Workman Superior products. Workman Superior bathrooms, kitchens. I think he does roofing, and I think he does French drains. That's 3 balls, 1 strike. Hitters count. Let's see if he brings the 2-seam fastball, Randy. He's been working with all day today.
All right, here we go. This has got to be very high pitch count for him at this point.
There we go. Throws it over to second base. 1 for 1, and tried to get 2. Almost. The advancing runner, Zach Wright, was out at second base.
We got 2 out now. We have another Milford Royal player tying shoestrings.
We got 2 outs. We don't get this 13 minutes eaten up here. This
now
will be
hitting
ball game.
Number 43, Armstrong Tong.
Armstrong with his new bat. A nice stroke of the bat there. Hit it a little foul. A little dribble up the third base side, foul. As indicated by the home plate umpire.
Coach Dan says that was beautiful. Now hit the ball this way. And he said, yes, sir. Now we'll see what happens on this pitch with 1 strike.
Swing and a miss.
He tried to hit it just like Coach told him.
And Jared kind of goes about a quarter, maybe halfway down, and induces them to throw to second base. 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Nice move by Armstrong. Hit him on the foot, but he's not going to say anything. He's been practicing that dance move for a little bit and wanted to execute that today. He did a very good job executing
Absolutely.
that dance move. It looked kind of like the Gangnam style move.
One ball, 2 balls, 2 strikes now, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th, 9-4 ball game. Milford in the lead. Strike 3 called.
Woo! That's one way to get into the 6th inning.
Absolutely. They got 11 minutes left. They're in the 6th inning now. Now they've got to hold them. If East Marietta expects to do anything here, they've got to hold Milford and then come back in and put some serious runs on the board.
Yeah, your score is Milford 9, East Marietta 4. We have 11 minutes left in regulation baseball.
Okay. Concession? Get what you can now with the concession stands, guys, if you're listening.
Yeah, drive on over here and get what you need.
They're getting ready to shut it down.
Total pitch count for Chase, 78 pitches. Total pitch count, 78 pitches. We also have last call for the concession stand. You can get you some good deals to go. Last call for the concession stand.
Last call doesn't mean it's free there, Ben.
Now pitching for East Marietta, number 23, Maury Duran.
We're gonna do a Spanish. Okay.
Final pitch count on Zach Wright, 33. Zach Wright, 33 pitches. Well, we're kind of a do or die situation for East Marietta. right now. We're going to the top of the 6th inning. Milford's ahead 9-4. East Marietta needs to get some outs. It's unlimited runs in this inning. So far in this tournament, in the 6th inning, the teams have fallen apart. Yesterday we had 17 runs scored in the 6th inning in one game. And the other 6th inning we had probably 15 runs scored, or actually 17 in that game as well. Only in the 6th inning. All of it happened in the 6th inning. So,
Well, we made some position changes also, Randy. Like you said, you've got Maury Durant on the mound, Will Mahoney behind the plate, got Austin Norman at first base, Josh Busser at second, Nicholas Givens at short, Ryan Cross at third. I believe, is that Ryan Chestnut in left field?
no, yes.
And I've got Matthew Quinn in center and Armstrong in right.
That's it.
All right. Very wet conditions today. Kudos and shout-outs to the field crew, the field maintenance crew. They did a fantastic job getting this field put back together. Not once, not twice, but 3 times they put this thing back together. For those of the people that doubted we were able to get a ball game in, it's amazing the work that they were able to do and get done. Credit goes to Matt Scheid, our Major League Commissioner, and Tim Givens, our president.
Smyrna, number 1, T.J. Butler.
Did a fantastic job.
T.J. Butler comes into bat now for Smyrna, or Milford. Did I say Smyrna?
You said Smyrna.
I did, didn't I?
It's been a long day. What are we on, 9 hours now, 10 hours?
Yeah, something like that. Leading off for Milford, T.J. Butler.
Did you announce that outside?
Yeah. Yes, there was a little mix-up in the eyesight.
In the paperwork.
Yeah, I swear they wrote Smyrna on there, but now it says Milford again, so I don't know.
That's what's coming across the teleprompter, Randy.
2 balls, no strikes now to number 1, T.J. Butler.
We've got to
Maury
get
Duran digs in.
We'll have to get our technician, Hugh Norman, to work on that teleprompter to make sure things are typed out correctly.
Swing and a miss for Butler. It's a good thing he missed that ball because it went to Kennesaw Mountain.
Speaking of Kennesaw Mountain, there's another location up there for Sapruta's Pizza in Kennesaw.
Oh, yeah?
1200 Barrett Parkway. The second home of the all-you-can-eat New York Pizza Buffet. Served 11 to 3 every day.
For some reason, I was thinking you were on Wade Green. I didn't realize you was on Barrett Parkway.
Barrett Parkway and 41.
Wow. That's some high-dollar rent right there, man. I hope business is doing good for you.
Well, we keep serving up that stuffed pizza, the number 1 pizza,
Cut
as
back.
voted by the Norman family.
Yes, absolutely. Speaking of the Norman family, Jeff did a great job earlier announcing that last game. Came in as we had Nick Givens and Will Mahoney started the game off. They had to go to the batting cages. And River T. Riggs and Jeff Norman came in and did a great job on that.
Is that River Tiberius Riggs?
Yes, that's the one.
Okay.
Umpire called strike.
TJ walks on 4 pitches earlier.
Now batting number 16, Jacob Vinzer.
This is Jacob Vinzer stepping in.
No, yeah, the starting pitcher for yesterday's game doing a fantastic job. Swings over his head,
I
fouls
don't think
back.
he liked you saying that. He tried to hit you with the ball.
He
man.
did. Came right at me. Thank goodness I'm wearing a visor and a cap.
Umpire took the ball from the catcher because he knows you like to have that as a souvenir.
Absolutely.
Give it to you after the game.
Speaking of umpires, this umpiring crew today has been fantastically patient,
Yes.
waiting through this, understanding the crunch that comes in when it comes to All-Star time.
And they changed clothes every rain. They changed clothes thinking they were going to get to go home. And that didn't happen because our field crew here got these fields immaculate 3 times today, and they had to change back into their umpiring outfit. So they are very patient, like you said.
Jacob Venzer was just punched out.
Yeah, not batting number 10.
Third strike looking.
Yavin Vandazar.
Yavin swings hard up between shortstop and third base. TJ Butler scurries into second base standing, and we've got first and second, 1 out.
Now batting number 18, Landon Bridges.
And
Wonder if they had the London Bridges in their head when they were thinking of Landon.
I think so. I think I was speaking to his parents and his agent, and they said that's what they were talking about when they had him. Here's the pitch, high and up.
Nice catch by Will Mahoney. Jumped out of there like a professional and stopped the ball. Zach Wright stares at the ball. I'll make that Maury Duran stares at the ball, getting ready to pitch it in, and there's the pitch, and it's going to be a swing and a miss.
Big swing, big cut. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out.
Looked like he was talking to the ball a little bit.
I think he was willing it to come in as a strike.
Well, he did a good job. Maybe he should do that again. And he did.
Another big swing by Landon, number 18.
And a nice pitch by Maury.
We got 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of the 6th, a 9-4 ball game, folks.
Maury's under a little bit of pressure today, Gary. He's got relatives watching in Illinois and checking him out, so he don't want to hear anything bad from them. So he's going to go out here and play his great ball game.
Strike 3, swinging. I think that was the cutter. He's living with the cutter today.
I think so.
Nice overhand pitch. A little low. Right down the plate, but I think that was a little low. I think he threw the off speed on that one.
Now hitting number 42, Danny Najiro. Danny Najiro steps in now, Gary. And
Danny looks at one bounce that bounced in before the plate. Mo walks back up to the mound, looking at the baseball, wondering what went wrong.
change up.
Ball 3, yeah, a little change up. He's mixing up. Let's see if he comes back with that backdoor cutter. And he does, but he misses the mark.
That's going to load the bases for the Milford Royals.
Replay shows that was probably a strike, but just below the strike zone.
Now hitting number 24, L.J. Dean.
LJ was not ready. He was adjusting his hat. He's in the batter's box. The umpire told him to play.
Yeah, LJ caught looking that time. Strike one for
Sure,
LJ.
and I think you realize I got to swing at this. Yeah, ball one on that one up in the chin area.
I think it'd be nice to have a team party at Saperitos Pizza tonight. Invite the
2
team
balls,
over.
1 strike.
Invite the team over and feed everybody. It would be a good gesture from Saperitos. They do a lot for the community, and that'd be another big plus for them.
Swing and ball bouncing, and he swung at it. Do you know, Randy, if he would have hit that ball, it would still be considered in play?
That's correct. That's kind of like if you swing at it and miss, it's still considered a strike.
Yeah, absolutely right.
Ball from Moran. LJ's just watching it go by now. We got 3 balls and 2 strikes and 2 outs. These Marietta Niners need to get out of this right here, right now.
I like to Maury's cousins would love to see him just shut that down. There we go. We just walked in. Another run. Is a 10-4 ball game. 2 outs. Maury needs to go back to what was working, and that was that backdoor cutter.
Now hitting number 11, David Hicks. All right, Hicks steps in there at the number 11 batter. 11 out of 12 batters. We're on a continuous batting order. So this will be a good place to shut them down right here, Gary, and come in here and start thinking about that free pizza party. Maury set, throws a little low, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. We got 2 outs.
He looks at the umpire in a questioning way. Like, where did that miss?
You don't really want to do that.
No, it's been a long day, and it's time to. There we go. Now he gets the strike he was looking for. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Here comes the pitch.
Strike.
There we go. Puts it right in there. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here comes the payoff pitch.
David just swung at that one on his practice swing and probably should have done that about 30 seconds ago. Like that one.
Strike 3. Punched him out. Now East Marietta's got their chance to come up. It's unlimited runs in the 6th, Randy. And a new pitcher. They will be facing a new pitcher.
And they're going to have to get 6 runs here, Gary, just to stay in the game. Now, we can play extra innings. There's no ties in this tournament. But who wants to play in a tie? Who wants to tie, huh?
Nobody.
Total pitch count, 29. Total pitch count for Mo, 29. I think that the fight song's going on now for
No, thank you.
East Marietta. Fight song's going on. They got that AC/DC. Now, did that come from Saporito's Pizza?
No, that's a bratwurst from the concession stand that's now shut down for the evening.
Oh, okay.
That's for you. I've had plenty of the interns, Carrie Norman and Dawn Mahoney, been feeding us, bringing in food from our restaurants all over the place.
Robin Duran was going to bring me a hamburger, but she kicked her out of the press box. So
The owner of Saporito's does not bring us food. That would be Patricia Lammy.
But we got little AC/DC playing right now to get these East Marietta Niners fired up.
It's a bratwurst. And we're going out to eat now.
Now pitching for Milford, number 1, T.J. Butler.
Let's see what TJ brings. I think in his arsenal, he's got the curve working, the 2-seam, 4-seam. He's got the backdoor cutter, which he doesn't throw often, and I believe he throws a knuckleball.
Yeah, he throws the 2-finger knuckleball.
The 2-finger, the ever elusive 2-finger knuckleball.
Similar to a 2-seamer fastball, but when he does a knuckle grip to it, it's a 2-seam knuckle fastball.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, he's got that down to perfection. He throws it pretty hard. His catcher stands way behind the plate because he's a little intimidated by the pitch that comes in.
Yeah, there he goes.
And the coach is going to make one pitching mound visit right now.
That is a visit, correct?
Yeah, the umpire will call it one visit.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for that. That was our technical consultant, Hugh Norman, with the Rules and Regulations Department.
The pitcher was pitching with a first baseman mitt, and you're not allowed to do that. And I questioned that one day this season, and I was told that it was legal. But
Well, evidently this umpire decided it wasn't. And
I'll call him next time to get a verification.
Only the first baseman can wear that first baseman's
That's what
mitt.
I was thinking, because that glove on the first baseman is about 20 inches longer than most gloves, so he has a better chance to get the ball. So we're East Marietta Niners are down by 6 runs.
Bottom of the 6th.
And number 3, the last batter for the team is Matthew Quinn. He's going to lead this off. Then we're going to move to the top of the order. So they're in a good situation here if they can make the best of it, Gary.
Absolutely. Matthew Quinn at bottom of the order, but definitely not bottom of the batting.
Correct.
He's got a lot of fire in him, and he's I think he's batting .427 for the series.
Leading off for East Marietta, number 3, Matthew Quinn. I think his average is .440 right now.
Is it .440?
Yes.
All right.
His slugging percentage is .753.
My screen is off right now, so I'm not able to look at the stats. Takes a big cut. Watched first strike. Now he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. That was a Gary Lammy Jr. cut. Only Gary Lammy's allowed to swing at those. Ball on the outside, pass ball.
He must have heard you because the same exact pitch he let go by that time.
Matthew is affectionately known in certain circles as Steve.
Is that right?
Steve, yes. Steve Quinn. I would say if he was a little bigger, he might be the Mighty Quinn. Yeah, Christian Lammy has deemed him as Steve. He was uncomfortable calling him Matthew. He said he looked like a Steve, so we went with Steve.
Well, we just bounced another pitch up to the plate. That's going to make it 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Steve Matthew Quinn. And it's going to be ball high. We got a first base
Ball
runner.
forward. There we go. He got down number 3, Matthew Quinn on first base.
Now hitting number 7, Will Mahoney.
That's Austin Norman.
Austin Norman. What did I do that for? See, I like
Take
to
the
test-
big cut, a big cut. Throwbacks, bounces off that.
I like to test
Hello.
people every now and then to see actually who's listening. So I did that on purpose, by the way.
Nice hit.
It's gonna
Go,
drop.
go. He's got to get in. He's got to slide. He's out. Did not slide. He held up. He did what he was supposed to do. Probably go down about halfway would have been a better choice. Austin Norman put it in the perfect spot. Dropped in. And Matthew.
Now hitting number 5, Will Mahoney.
Was unable to convert into the second base.
First
T.J.
pitch.
Butler is up there pitching awfully quick.
He's ready to go home. He's been here all day also.
Yes. Bounced it in. There we go. Austin Norman down the second base. Stand up.
Austin's a good base runner. He
Stand up
knows when
still.
to run and when not to run, and most of the time when he runs, he gets to where he's going. That's a perfectly bounced ball. He's bounced the ball in that same exact mud spot 3 times.
3 balls, no strikes. Let's see if John Chestnut gives him the sign for the green light. And there's the sign. I'm not sure what his signs are, Randy.
No, I'm not sure either, Gary, but I'm sure it's going to be right. Yeah, he got rung up on that one. Strike on the outside corner for Will Mahoney.
I think he was taken the whole way.
He was taken all the way.
I could see Dan Taylor down there first giving signs.
Yeah, that's the arms crossed, do what you do sign, because I know you know what you're doing. So
It's either that or it's the famous pee-pee dance. I'm not sure, Randy.
pee-pee dance?
He's over there kind of bouncing around like he's
I've never had
got to
that.
go.
Never had that situation before, so I'm not real sure what you're talking about. Now hitting number 17, Nick Givens.
Nick Givens with the wood bat. Very comfortable swinging a wooden bat.
Well, he was real comfortable with it last time because he put the ball in play and got a single.
Looking to kill the ball. He had a home run cut on that swing, Randy.
Turned a single last time at bat into a double on errors. It's going to be ball 1, strike 1, out 1 for Milford.
Nick Givens is the son of our president, Tim Givens, who was the all-around guy this weekend. There we go. Nice base hit up the middle. Throws it over to second base. Gets the one out there. Anywhere close enough to get the runner at third.
I'm not real sure that Dylan Rivera actually touched the base. But they're not going to challenge it, so he did. There's going to be out number 3.
Out 3. That's ball game right there.
Milford goes on to win this game 10-4. And there'll be another game tomorrow night if you guys want to come out to the ballpark. That game will be Monday night at 6 o'clock and another game at 8 o'clock. Murphy Candler Blue versus Murphy Candler Gold at 6. And Smyrna versus Milford at 8. East Marietta will take a day off, well-deserved day of rest. And that's going to be the end of your ball game. It's going to be Milford Royals 10, East Marietta Niners 4.
Are you announcing tomorrow night, Randy?
Don't know that yet.
Okay. I could definitely be here, and I'm look forward to anybody who wants to listen to us.
If you would like to do that, maybe we'll set it up and let you do that. And maybe have an all-star practice tomorrow night, depending on the field condition. Maybe we can move this game down to field 1 since these guys get the field turned so fast, and I can practice on this field.
Let the field crew get down there and work that field over,
Yeah.
right?
Would they do that for you? Yeah, we can do
I
that.
believe so.
They'll make that happen.
We'll make that enticement with some food from Saperitos and maybe some ice cold beer.
All right, your final score, Milford Royals 10, East Marietta Niners 4. And we appreciate you guys checking it out on the East Marietta Television Network.